meeting. Today
Sir,
concept is
Ninnet, yes,
yes sir.
yesterday recorded is not
Okay,
Ninnet recording రాలేదు sir.
okay పంపిస్తాను sir.
సరే సరే sir. Okay.
Next today concept remaining 9 types of testing today we will discuss. First one usability testing. Usability testing. Usability testing. Usability means user friendly. After developing the application, after testing the application, compulsory we need to test usability testing. Usability means user friendly or not. The developer project is user friendly or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called usability testing. Not only justifying the customer requirements. If it is justifying the customer requirement, that is not quality application. That should be user friendly. That should be user friendly. Then only we can say that is usability application. Not only justifying the customer requirements. If it is justifying all the customer requirements, that is not quality application. That should be user friendly. That should be user friendly. We can say that application is usability application. For example, we have number of phones like Nokia, Sony Ericsson, and Samsung. We have number of phones, different phones. But wherever you go, nearly number of people, even illiterate people also they will use Nokia. They will use Nokia. So why they will use Nokia? So it is very user friendly. It is very user friendly. User you can feel convenient or comfortable. So that's why that is called usability application. So for example, I am going to ATM machine. So ATM machine also, whenever you are going to ATM machine, it will navigate you like it will navigate you. It will navigate you. Just please insert card. It will ask you. After inserting card, please choose the account type on current account or saving account. After that, how much you want? It will ask you money. So after we will enter some input. So after that, it will ask you do you want receipt? So that time we will mention like some input we will give. So after that it will money will come. So that means that is usability. User he can feel convenient or comfortable. So that's why that is called usability testing. The developer project is usability or not, or user friendly or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called usability testing. Not only justifying the customer requirement. If it is justifying the customer requirement, that is not quality application. That should be user friendly. That should be user friendly.
User
So
friendly.
user friendly. So user he can feel comfortable or convenient. Then only we can say that application is usability application. Usability means user friendly. Okay. The developer project is user friendly or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called usability testing. Next, end-to-end testing. Next, end-to-end testing. Next, end-to-end testing. So, for example, I am going to bank and doing login. First, I am doing login. I am doing balance inquiry. First, I need to log in. Next, balance inquiry, money transfer, balance inquiry, money withdrawals, balance inquiry, log out. Log in starting scenario, log out ending scenario. Starting scenarios to ending scenario, if you work with any application, that is called end-to-end testing. If you work with any application, starting scenarios to ending scenario, so the type of testing is known as end-to-end testing. Starting scenarios to ending scenario, if you work with any application, so that is called end-to-end testing. That is called end-to-end testing. Only MNC companies only they will maintain end-to-end. So small companies they will not maintain end-to-end. If they get any other new project, they will take into that project and they will just split the members. So here only MNC companies they will maintain end-to-end testing. End-to-end. So if you do work with any project end-to-end, so that is called end-to-end testing. If you are doing testing, so that is called end-to-end tester. So some companies, only MNC companies only, they will maintain end-to-end. So the type of testing is known as end-to-end testing. Starting scenarios to ending scenarios. If you work with any application, that is called end-to-end testing. Right. Next testing go. Next testing go. Monkey testing. Monkey testing. Monkey testing means, so for example, we have an application. We have one application. we have username, sorry, value 1, we have value 2, value 1 and value 2. I'm clicking on add button, for example. I'm clicking on add button. So this is the add button. This is, I'm taking 10 in the place of value 1 and taking 20 in the place of value 2. I'm clicking on add button. It is showing 30. I'm clicking on add button. It is showing 30. So this is called normal action. I'm taking 10 in the place of value 1. I'm taking 20 in the place of value 2. I'm clicking on add button. It is showing 30. So this is called normal action. This is called normal action. Without taking any values into any of the field, directly I'm clicking on add button. For example, I'm not taking any values into value 1. I'm not taking any values into value 2. I'm clicking on add button. It is showing 30. So that is called abnormal action. I'm not taking any values into any of the field, directly I'm clicking on add button. So this is called abnormal action. I'm taking any values into any of the field and directly I'm clicking on add button. So that is called abnormal action. So if one perform abnormal actions on the application intentionally, so the type of testing is known as monkey testing. If one perform abnormal actions on the application intentionally, so why we are doing it intentionally? In order to find out the stability of the application. If you want to find out the stability of the application, we will perform abnormal actions on the application intentionally. So the type of testing is known as monkey testing. Monkey testing also one of the native type of testing. A test engineer should have a native mind setup. Then only you will become a good test engineer. Native thinking also very important for testers. So a tester should have native mind setup. Then only he will become a good test engineer. Okay. Then only he will become a good test engineer. So compulsory you should take native thinking. Intentionally we are doing here. Here we are doing intentionally. Why we are doing? In order to find out the stability of the application. So this type of testing is known as monkey testing. If one perform abnormal actions on the application intentionally, so why we are doing? In order to find out the stability of the application, so the type of testing is known as monkey testing. So the type of testing is known as monkey testing.
Monkey testing.
Right. Next testing, reliability testing. Next testing, reliability testing. Reliability testing. Reliability testing means if one perform continuous actions on the application intentionally, so the type of testing is known as reliability testing. Here also we are doing intentionally, we are continuous action we are performing on the application. So the type of testing is known as reliability testing. Here also why we are doing? In order to find out the stability of the application. So the type of testing is known as reliability testing. Monkey testing and reliability testing both are belongs to SOAP testings. Both are belongs to SOAP testing. So intentionally, if you want perform, if you perform any continuous actions on the application, so the type of testing is known as reliability testing. So if it is abnormal actions, that is called monkey testing. If it is continuous action, that is called reliability testing. If one perform continuous actions on the application intentionally in order to find out the stability of the application, so the type of testing is known as reliability testing. So intentionally, here also we are doing intentionally. So this type of testing is known as reliability testing. Monkey testing and reliability testing both are belongs to SOAP testings. Right. Next testing, expert testing. Experts testing. Experts testing. So, for example, in market we have different domains like banking domain, finance domain, healthcare domain, educational domain. We have different domains. So we have insurance domain, banking domain, finance, healthcare, educational domains. So, for example, if we are working with any domain for long period of time, like 10 to 15 years, if you work with any domain, so you will become a domain expert. You will become a domain expert. So in market we have domain experts in the market. So these domain experts, without having any customer requirement document, directly they can perform testing on the application. So the type of testing is known as experts testing. Only domain experts can do this type of testing. Only domain experts can do this type of testing. So without having any customer requirement document, directly they can perform testing on the application. So the type of testing is known as experts testing. Only domain experts can do this type of testing. If it is test engineer, compulsory you need to follow the FRS document. But here domain experts, they will not follow any FRS document. Directly they can perform testing on the application. Why? Because they know something better than testers. So they know how application behaving. So they know that's the reason. Without having any customer requirement document, directly they can perform testing on the application. So the type of testing is known as experts testing. One domain expert is equal to 10 test engineers. One domain expert is equal to 10 test engineers. One domain expert is equals to 10 test engineers. One domain expert is equals to 10 test engineers. So why? Because he has experience, so he knows everything. So without having any customer requirement document, directly they can or he can perform testing on the application. So the type of testing is known as experts testing. Next to testing, port testing. Port. Port is nothing but it is a client place. After installing the application into client environment, so within that environment, application is properly working or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called port testing. Port is nothing but it is a client place. So installation testing means we will go to customer place and we will install the application into client environment. But here is after installing the application into client environment, within that environment, application is properly working or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called port testing. Port is nothing but it is a client place. After installing the application into client environment, we will perform port testing. Port means it is a client place. Port is nothing but it is a client place. After installing the application into client environment, for example, so customer said that the developer project should work in Windows 7 environment. So first of all, we will create that environment in our company. We will install. If it is working, then only we will go to customer place. But if it is working in company, but if we, whenever you are going to customer place, that may work or not, we can't say. Why? Because why? Because so already they have some already they installed, that customer already installed some softwares. So that time that software will not allow you. So it may work or not, we can't say. So after installing the application into client environment, within that environment application is properly working or not. In our company already worked, so there only there in customer place also it will not, it may work or not, we don't know. So that's the reason. So after installing the application into client environment, within that environment application is properly working or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called port testing. Port means it is a client place. Next,
Okay.
next. Mutation testing. Mutation testing. Next to mutation testing. Mutation testing means, so after developing the application, compulsory we will do some changes to that application. By doing the testing, we will do some changes to that application. We will not do any changes, but we will raise the defect or we will raise the defect or request or suggestion, whatever it is. We will raise the complaint to developers, then developers will do changes. That is called mutation testing. If it is any project, compulsory we will do some changes to that application. So compulsory after developing the application, we will do some changes to that application. So that's why that is called mutation testing. So compulsory, if it is any project, compulsory we will do some changes to that application. If you do any changes to that application, that is called mutation testing. That is called mutation testing. Next testing go. Next testing go. Radar testing. Radar testing. For example, we have some work. We have some work. If you do daily 10 hours, it will take 30 days. We have some work. If you do daily 10 hours, it will take 1 month. For example, we have one work. So if you do daily 10 hours, it will take 1 month. You know that thing. And team lead also he know. But suddenly your team lead came to your cabin and he is saying, Srikanth, at any cost you should complete this work today itself. Actually, if you do daily 10 hours, it will take 1 month. So suddenly your team lead came to your cabin and he is saying, Srikanth, at any cost you should complete this work today itself. What will you do? Actually, it will take 1 month. But suddenly your teammate came to your cabin and is saying, Srikanth, at any cost you should complete this work, entire work today itself. What will you do?
Sir, it is not possible. No?
Yeah, compulsory it is not possible. Impossible it is.
Yes.
What will you do? What will you say? So that time we will do ad hoc testing. Ad hoc testing means something better than nothing, sir. Here is we can't complete this work successfully. We can't complete. So there is no chance to complete this work very successfully. So nothing better than something better than nothing. Something better than nothing. So we will do
Then
ad hoc testing. We will do ad hoc testing. So there is no chance. Still I am saying there is no chance. But situation is demanding. At any cost we need to complete that work today itself. So that time we will do ad hoc testing. What is ad hoc testing? After understanding the requirements very clearly, our own style we will do testing. Our own style we will do testing. So that's why that is called ad hoc testing. After understanding the requirements very clearly, our own style we will do testing. So that's why that is called ad hoc testing. So this is the rare
sir,
situation.
ఇలా జరుగుతుంటుందా అడాప్ట్ టెస్ట్?
No, it's very rarely. Okay, why? Because if it is
Rarely, no?
rarely, if it is software company, perfectly they will plan. Okay, first of all they will plan perfectly. So after that only they will start the project. So it is very rare situation we will do ad hoc testing. But whenever you are facing an interview, that time they may ask you like this type of questions. So we have some work. So it will take 1 month. Suddenly, if I give this work, how you can do? You can do or not, or you can leave the job. What will you do? So they may ask you that time. Yes, max I will try my level best. I will do ad hoc testing. Ad hoc testing means after understanding the requirements very clearly, our own style we will do testing. Our own style we will do testing. There is no process. So our own style we will do testing. So that's why that is called ad hoc testing.
Okay.
If it is hardware company, perfectly they will follow schedule. So there is no other alternates. Compulsory they will follow schedule perfectly, and they will complete everyday work that day only. So at any cost they will complete their work. So this situation rare. It's very rare. So that is ad hoc testing. Next testing, security testing. Security testing. Security testing we will do in 3 ways. One is authentication testing. Authentication testing. Authentication testing. Second one is direct URL testing. Third one, firewall leakage testing. So there are security testing in 3 ways we will do. One is authentication testing, second one is direct URL testing, third one firewall leakage testing. There are 3 testings in security testing. So authentication testing, direct URL testing, firewall leakage testing. So first, authentication testing. What is authentication testing? Authentication testing means, so for example, so customer want one application. So developer developed one application, but he is saying that username field should be AAA. He is saying that username should be AAA, password should be BBB. He is saying requirement. He want one application. In this application, he want 2 buttons, one username and password, and one sign-in button also. So the username should be AAA, password should be BBB. Only it need to take only username AAA, password to BBB. That is the customer requirement. We need to test the application. Based on the customer requirement, it is taking or not. This is our task. Based on the customer requirement, is taking or not. Not only correct username, correct password. If it is taking wrong username and wrong password also, we need to check. So we will give wrong usernames and wrong passwords. So in that situation, it is allowing or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called authentication testing. Not only right username, right password, we will give wrong username and wrong password. If we click on sign in button, this application is allowing or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called authentication testing. Why we are calling that authentication? Whenever after giving the username and password, if we click on signing button, it will take some time. After some time, it will open the next page. So that is called authentication time. The time is called authentication time. So the time it will check this username and password, and whenever you are registered, that time you give one username and password. That username and this username, that password and this password, it will compare the two things. It will compare. If it is both are same, it will open the next page. Otherwise, it will show error message. So that's the reason we are calling authentication testing. Authentication testing means not only right username and right password, we are giving wrong username, wrong password. In that situation also, it is allowing or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called authentication testing. Next, direct URL testing. Next, direct URL testing. So URL means after opening our mail, top of the page we can get one URL. Using that URL, someone wants to access that page. Using that URL, they want to access that page. In that situation, it is allowing or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called URL, direct URL testing. If it is opening, so for example, using that URL, if they want to access that page, if it is allowing, that time there is no security for that application. So if it is Gmail or Facebook or Twitter, wherever you go, after opening our page, URL will be there in top of page. So using that URL, they want to access. In that situation, it is allowing or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called direct URL testing. Okay. So if it is allowing, there is no security for that particular application. There is no security. If it is Gmail or Yahoo Mail or Facebook, Twitter, it will not open. So some application, if it is opening or not, they will check. We will test the application. So it is allowing or not. Only if you give only URL, using URL, we are accessing or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called direct URL testing. Usually application will not open using URL. Using URL, it will not open. Right. Next, firewall leakage testing. Firewall leakage testing. Third one, firewall leakage testing. Wherever you go, each and every software company, they will maintain common repository. They will maintain common repository. Common repository is nothing but it is a storage place where we can store the total company information. So each and every software company, they will maintain common repository. Common repository is nothing but total company information. That is called CR. CR means common repository. Common repository is nothing but it is a storage place where we can store the total company information. Totally company information we will store in one repository or one folder or one drive. That is called common repository. Why? Because software job is not a permanent job. Today test engineer, tomorrow he will go to another company. Today team lead is, tomorrow you will go to another company. Today project manager is, tomorrow you will go to another company. So there is no permanent employees in software company. So all the roles will be changed. So that's the reason each and every software company, they will maintain common repository. Common repository is nothing but it is a storage place where we can store the total company information. Total company information they will store in one repository. So in future, in this repository, they will store the total company information like upcoming projects, recently completed projects, total turnover, total growth rate, what are the projects in pipeline currently going, so what are the future projects, everything they will store in one repository. Recently completed project information also they will store in one repository. So that repository is called common repository. Common repository is nothing but storage place where we can store the total company information. So if you want this total company information compulsory, we should have username and password. So for example, I am the test engineer. I have username and password. Using my username and password, I can access up to here, up to some information only I can access. For example, team lead. So he has username and password. Using that username and password, up to here, he can access up to here. Okay. For example, project lead. So he has username and password. Using that username and password, he can access up to here. Company CEO, we have company CEO. Using the username and password, he can access up to total information. He can access, he can edit, he can delete, he can add any information. So CO, username and password, using the username and password, we can access the entire information. He can edit the information, he can delete the information, he can modify the information. So that is CEO, or username and password. Using the username and password, we can access entire information. Today concept is firewall leakage testing. Firewall leakage testing means one level of users using username and password. If they want to access other level of pages, in that situation it is allowing or not, they will do testing. So that's why that is called firewall leakage testing. One level of users using the username and password, they want to access other level of pages. In that situation it is allowing or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called firewall leakage testing. One level of users, they want to access other level of pages. In that situation it is allowing or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called firewall leakage testing. That is firewall leakage testing.
Firewall leakage testing.
So these are the some types of testings already we discussed.
Okay. Sir, these all 18 are important, very important, or
First three and the
only
last
just
one
for
are
information?
testing. First three and
Okay.
this one. First three and another testing is very important. First three and another testing is very important. First three and another. So
Okay.
these are the basics, sir. Today, first we will discuss introduction of STLC, software testing life cycle introduction. We will discuss today. Today, first concept. Next concept today, STLC. 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 STLC means software testing life cycle. Software testing life cycle. Software testing life cycle contains 6 phases. First one is test planning, test development, test execution, result analysis, bug tracking, and reporting. STLC, software testing life cycle contains 6 phases: test planning, test development, test execution, result analysis, bug tracking, and reporting. Bug tracking and reporting. So first we will discuss about what do you mean by plan. Tell me, what do you mean by plan, sir? Plan. Plan.
Planning is for that. For a project, we have to plan in detail.
Yeah, plan is nothing but what is plan? Test plan document prepared by test lead. Actually, test plan document prepared by test lead. STLC contains 6 phases. So this is the art of the course. Very important concept, that is software testing life cycle. Software testing life cycle contains 6 phases: test planning, test development, test execution, result analysis, bug tracking, and reporting. So first of all, test plan. Test plan document prepared by test lead. Test lead will prepare the test plan document. Actually, this document prepared by test lead. So how to complete this particular project? He will give set of guidelines. Using that guidelines, we can complete that particular project very easy. For example, so I want to come to Gujarat. Okay, I want to come to Gujarat. I have some work in Gujarat. So if I have just plan, if I have plan, first I will call to you, sir. I want to come to Gujarat, sir. Actually, next month, first week or next month, just next Saturday, I want to come to Gujarat. I have some work is there. So if you have free time, just once come and meet me, sir. I don't know that area. I'm totally new to that area. I never come to Gujarat. Just once, if you have time, just once come and meet me. Just guide me. So I don't know that area. I don't know particular address. I don't have any persons in Gujarat. So if I do plan, so you will come and you will guide. You will guide me. Okay, but without plan, if I come suddenly, I came to Gujarat. If I call to Srikant, where are you? I came to Gujarat, sir. I am busy, sir. I am in office. So you didn't tell before. That's the reason I unable to come to you, sir. Actually, I'm in work. I can't come outside right now. So if I do plan, it will be very easy. Without plan, if I come to Gujarat, so it is very difficult. Why? Because suddenly I came to Gujarat and I'm calling you. So that time you will be busy with your another work. So that is not a plan. If you do plan, it will be easy. So you can complete that work very easy. If you do plan, you can complete that work is very easy. So just like test plan document prepared by test lead. So how to complete this particular project? He will give set of guidelines. Using that guidelines, we can work with that project. We can work with that project. So test plan document prepared by test lead. Test plan document prepared by test lead. Test lead will prepare the test plan document. What is plan? What is plan? Plan is nothing but it is a strategic document. Plan is nothing but it is a strategic document. Plan is nothing but it is a strategic document. For example, based on the strategy, plan will be changed. For example, you want to complete that work. So same work I want to complete same work. So you will plan. Your plan is different to my plan is different. You have own strategy based on your strategy. You will plan based on my strategy. I will plan. Plan is nothing but it is a strategic document. Why we are doing plan? So which describes how to perform a task, how to perform a task in an effective, efficient, and optimized way. Plan is nothing but it is a strategic document which describes how to perform a task in an effective and efficient and optimized way. So why we are doing plan? So we want to complete that particular work is very effectively and efficiently and optimized way. Optimization means each and every software company is a optimized company. Each and every person is a optimized person. So they will utilize all the inputs. So they will utilize all the inputs. Whatever we have resources or inputs, we will utilize max. So we will use our all inputs and we will try for max. We will try for max. We will try for max. That is called optimization. Each and every person is a optimized person. Each and every software company is a optimized company. So max they will utilize the inputs or resources. Okay. Today concept is test plan. Actually test plan having 12 points are very important. Without asking your name they may give job. So without asking your name they may give job, but without asking this test plan document, any software company they will not give any job. So it is very important. In this test plan document we will discuss 12 points, sir. So first today I will teach you 2 points. So remaining 10 points tomorrow I will teach you. First, so this is the whenever you are facing the interview, that time they may ask you like just tell me about your test plan contents or test plan index or just tell me your test plan. So that time we should tell this answer 12 answer at any cost you need to by heart. Why? Because there is no like order, there is no order. So whatever it is, so that test plan 12 points, nearly 20 to 30 points will be there. So that actually 12 points only, sub points along with the sub points it will be nearly 20 to 30 points. You should compulsory, you should by heart. It's very important. Already I told you, without asking your name they may give job, but without asking this test plan document they will not give any job. So test plan is very important. Actually test plan prepared by test lead. Sometimes if it is small company, senior software test engineers also they will involve into test plan preparation. So sometimes they will prepare, senior software test engineer also involved in this meeting in this test plan preparation. Sometimes senior software test engineer is also involved into this test plan preparation. So it's very important point. 12 points I will teach you. First point, Full cold, sir. Right. First point. In the first point, test plan index, first point, introduction. Introduction. 1.1, objective. Objective. 1.1, objective. Objective means the purpose of the document clearly will describe here in this section, that is called objective. But what is the main purpose? What is that book contains? What is that test plan book contains? Everything he will list it out here in this section, that is called objective. Objective means the purpose of the document clearly he will describe here in this section, that is called objective. Whenever you are buying new book, not notebook, if you buy any new book, so in the first page itself you can get it, what is that book covers, what is that book contains, what is the aim of the book, he will list it out in the first page only, that is called objective. So here also test plan document, what is the main purpose of the document clearly will describe here in this section, that is called objective. This test plan document prepared by test lead. So what is the main purpose, what is the aim of the project, what is the main theme of the project, what is that book covers, everything he will list it out here in this section, that is called objective. The purpose of the document clearly will describe here in this section, that is called objective. Second point, 1.2, reference documents. Reference document is very important. Reference document. So for example, I will tell you a small point. So here is very important, sir. For example, recently we did one project, that is HDFC project. For example, we did one project, that is HDFC project. We did nearly 2 years. 2 years we did nearly 200 members. After before delivery, they will keep in common repository. HDFC SR Nagar branch. They will give one name and they will store in common repository. Common repository is nothing but it is a storage place where we can store the total company information. After 2 years, we got another project, sir, that is ICICI Bank project, sir. After 2 years, we got ICICI project. Already, if you want to open account in HDFC or ICICI Bank, nearby template is same. One field extra, one field less. Remaining format is same to same. So already we have HDFC project information. Using that information, we can complete this particular project within 2 months only. Already we have total structure only. Just we need to add some fields. We need to remove some fields. Already we have total structure, just we can add some information, we can delete some information. Already we have that HDFC project information in our common repository. Using that information, we can complete that particular project within days, within 2 months. That means nearly 22 months we save. Nearly here 22 here ICICI Bank, we can complete this particular project only 2 months with 20 members only. Same project, but previous project they did nearly 200 members 2 years, but this project we can complete. Already we have information. If you want to open the account in HDFC Bank or ICICI Bank, nearby template is same, some field extra, some field less. Remaining total output is total template is same. So that is the reason all the companies, they will maintain common repository. So common repository means in future if they get any similar project, using that information they can complete that particular project within 2 months. They can complete that particular project. So that's the reason each and every software company, they will maintain common repository. Common repository is nothing, this is a storage place where we can store the total company information. Recently completed project information, upcoming project information, they will store in one repository, that is called common repository. So this is the use, this is the main use. Reference document, if you want to complete this particular project, we need to follow some document. What are the documents we should follow? He will list it out in this section, that is reference document. So reference documents, reference documents means just they are storing the information, recently completed information also they are storing in one repository or drive or external hard disk. So just if you maintain the common repository, that is not it is not very costly. Just within 2-3 1000 we can complete that particular task. That's the reason each and every software company separately they will maintain common repository. Common repository is nothing but it is a storage place where we can store the total company information. Total company information they will store in one repository, that is called common repository. See here, actually the ICICI Bank project also it will take 2 years, but already they have information. Using that information they can complete that particular project within 2 months. So nearly they saved nearly 22 months as well as 22 months, and they did this project only 20 members. So that is reference documents. That's the reason all the companies will not maintain, all the companies will not do all type of projects. Why? If they have already information, then only they will accept the project. For example, I have one company. So I developed recently I developed only banking domain projects. If I get any insurance domain project, I will not accept. Why? Because I don't know. So I don't have any information. If you have information, we can accept. We don't have any previous project information. That's the reason we will not accept. So that's the reason all the companies, wherever you go, all the companies will not develop all type of domains. So some companies they will mainly they will develop only banking domains. Some companies they will develop only insurance domains. Some companies they will develop only healthcare domains only. Or they will not develop all type of domains. That is the reason. Main reason is they don't have any previous information or reference documents. If they don't have any reference documents, they will not accept that particular project. That is first point. So in this first point, we have two things. One is the objective, second one is the reference documents. If you want to complete this particular project, we should follow some document. What are the documents we should follow? He will list it out here in this section, that is reference documents. Second point. Second point, coverage of testing. One is 2.1. Features to be testing. Features not to be tested. Features to be testing, features not to be testing. What features we need to test, what features no need to test, he will list it out here in this section, that is called features to be testing, features not to be testing. Compulsory we need to test some features. What are the features we need to test, he will list it out here in this section, that is called features to be testing. So what features no need to test, he will list it out, so that is called features not to be testing. Customer is saying compulsory we need to test the application. So what are the features compulsory we need to test, he will list it out here in this section. What are the features compulsory we need to test? Here test lead prepare document. So what features compulsory we need to test? What features no need to test? He will list it out here in this section. So for example, low risk features, low risk features, low risk features, low risk features, low risk features. Low risk features means this is not very important features. So that time if you test, you can test, otherwise you can leave it. So that is no risk. So what are the features compulsory we need to test? What are the features no need to test? You will list it out here in this section, that is called coverage of testing. So this is the second point. Coverage of testing, features to be testing, features not to be testing. So what features we need to compulsory test, what features no need to test, you will list it out here in this section, that is called coverage of testing. These 2 points is over. Remaining 10 points tomorrow we will discuss.
Sir, in the resume preparation